Just before we start this video, I just want to let you know that I just woke up and my voice sounds a bit quiet, so I apologise for that. But we're still here doing the commentary, so please bear with me, and I hope you enjoy the video. We're about to get ready for the first sprint of the season in 5 lights time, and the sprint is away in Shanghai with a very poor getaway from Kimi Antonelli, but George Russell is out in front. Lando Norris is in second place already because down his side goes last year's sprint winner Lewis Hamilton up to second place, but George Russell is out in the lead from Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris. The top three are all British drivers, with George Russell, the championship leader, in the lead downhill towards turn 4. Russell got a good getaway, but Antonelli's had a ball on contact between Antonelli and the red flag. I think it's Isaac Hadjar, but that will not do a safety car one bit, as Hamilton's right there with George Russell. Down the inside, Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the sprint in Shanghai. Just like he did last year, he's leading the sprint in Shanghai after getting past George Russell. Lovely stuff from Lewis Hamilton. Ferrari and Mercedes continue their battle. That's what we'd love to see. Just brilliant. And there's a spin for the Racing Bulls of Arvid Lindblad, the man who scored points on his debut last night in Melbourne. He'd been spun on the first lap of the 19 here in the sprint. That's a shame, the rookie, as George Russell fights back and Lewis Hamilton to take back the lead going into turn 14. But Hamilton will try his best to come back at George Russell. The Ferrari against the Mercedes, as we have seen when Charles Leclerc fought George Russell for the lead in Melbourne last week. But this is for the sprint, so Hamilton will try his best to come back at Russell. He's going to go around the outside. Lewis Hamilton back into the lead of the sprint once again. Lovely stuff from the 7-time world champion, the Ferrari, in front of the Mercedes, and now it's Charles Leclerc's turn to catch up to George Russell. Although he went a bit wide through there, but Ferrari are fighting George Russell once again out in front here at Shanghai. Hamilton leads from Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, as side by side there, Kimi Antonelli to the inside of Ollie Behrman. The two former F2 teammates swapping positions, and Antonelli's got up to 7th place ahead of the Haas. The Mercedes is continuing to push in against the rest of the field, and there he goes to the inside of Pierre Gasly. That's 6th place now for Kimi Antonelli. So let's take a look at the start then. Kimi Antonelli was on the inside of Isaac Hadjar and barging into the side of him. And Kimi Antonelli has got a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision with Isaac Hadjar. Hamilton using the boost mode, the overtake mode, the energy mode to keep himself ahead of George Russell, but it has not worked. Russell overtakes Hamilton to retake the lead in some style, but Hamilton will try his best to come back at Mercedes. It's only lap 3, heading into lap 4, as out of the last corner down towards turn 1 we go. Has Hamilton got enough energy to get Ferrari back ahead of the Mercedes? Russell defends the inside. Hamilton goes around the outside and regains the lead. Once more in the sprint, he goes a bit deep. Russell has a little look, but Hamilton has done the job to take over the lead. And again, close there between the two McLarens and also Kimi Antonelli, who's getting a good exit there out of turn 14 and heading into the last corner. Down the inside he goes on Oscar Piastri, and Kimi Antonelli moves up to 5th place. Nice move. George Russell and Lewis Hamilton fighting for the lead again down the inside, and that was lovely from George Russell. Can Hamilton get back at him again? He's got the overtake mode acting. He is on his steering wheel right now. Charles Leclerc gaining on his teammate Lewis Hamilton. He's really getting his teammate results. He's going to go down the inside. No, Hamilton keeps ahead on Charles Leclerc for the time being, and Kimi Antonelli gets past Oscar Piastri once again and retaking that 5th place. Very close between the two Ferraris there. Hamilton does well to defenders. There goes Antonelli to the inside of Lando Norris for 4th place. The Mercedes, who dropped down the field to 8th on the first lap, he's back up to 4th, and he can now go after the two Ferraris who are about to scrap for 2nd place and allowed George Russell to pull away, and there goes Charles Leclerc to the inside of Lewis Hamilton, and the Ferrari man is ahead of his teammate. Hamilton tries to fight back, nearly contact between the Ferraris, but Leclerc holds on. Hamilton is gaining once more on Leclerc. The Ferraris are side by side again. Leclerc goes deep. Hamilton on the inside. Leclerc's trying to fight back. Millimeters away from contact of the two Ferraris. Can Hamilton hold on to second place ahead of Charles Leclerc? No. Leclerc up to second place, and he keeps ahead of his teammate.
Does he know how wide all these cars are?
George Russell doing a great job out in front, and there goes Kimi Antonelli and Lewis Hamilton. He's up against the man who replaced that Mercedes, and Antonelli gets past the man. That is the Audi of Nico Hulkenberg, who's stopped by the side of the track. And Antonelli goes for it on Charles Leclerc. It's Mercedes 1-2, just before the safety car gets deployed. So everyone is going to be coming into the pits then for soft tyres. You don't usually pit in a sprint, but because there's a safety car, everyone's going to be coming in. Leclerc could stop, Hamilton gets held up, and he's now been overtaken by Lando Norris, who's past Hamilton after he got held up by Leclerc in the pits there. And Antonelli might have got ahead of Hamilton too. Max Verstappen, he's really going to forget this Saturday here. And there he goes, looking to the inside of his teammate and locking up, going wide and losing 2 places. Max Verstappen is really not enjoying that Red Bull car so far this year. The safety cars in have got 3 more laps of action. George Russell leads from Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris is 3rd. Hamilton is 4th. Oh dear, that is Kimi Antonelli going wide. Going side by side there, Liam Lawson and Oscar Piastri. Piastri's got the inside line, and he's got past Lawson with ease. There goes Hamilton round the outside of Lando Norris, and Hamilton is up to 3rd place. The Ferraris are continuing to be quicker than the McLaren so far this year. And there's a move to the inside for Kimi Antonelli on Liam Lawson. The RB has been overtaken by the Mercedes. Antonelli is now gaining on Piastri. This is for 5th place. Can the Italian get past the Australian? Yes, he can. It is another spectacular drive to victory for George Russell as he wins the opening sprint of the season in style. After a great ball with the Ferraris, Charles Leclerc takes 2nd and Lewis Hamilton takes 3rd. Norris 4th, Antonelli 5th, Piastri, Lawson and Behrman complete the point scorers after that race here in Shanghai. But it's George Russell who did what he did in Melbourne and takes the win in the first sprint of the season. We'll see what we can do going into qualifying in the Grand Prix later on, but it's Russell who's done the opening sprint of the season for the win.